Hello, boys. Welcome back to CRTverse. I hope you already watched the how I confirm a best in my YouTube video. That is my previous video. If you did not watch that video, please go back and watch it. That's really important to determine the weekly bias. So now let's get into the video. All right. If you already watched my previous video, I told that I expected this bearish candle to print before the week opens, right? Now, for the next week, what I'm planning is the Monday already completed. Now the Tuesday is open and the candle is running and then printing its low time from candles as well. But what I'm expecting is to consider I'm still bearish since we swept this previous month high, closing back within the range, and then even for too big to consider a bullish profile look for buys, I want the price to come back to the EUR, which is the fair value gap, right? This is the fair value gap that we have here, right? The weekly fair value gap. And if the price sweeps the Monday high if it gives an SMT, then I will look for sales. But we already have an SMT with the GBP right here, right? We have an SMT right here, and with the weekly time frames, right? This week to this week high, and then this to this. We have an SMT, double SMT. This guy is also not being swept by the risk candle, but GU took both of the highs, right? No, this high is not swept yet. I'm so sorry for that. But we have an SMT right here between the previous week, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just waiting for the price to consider a sell. Let's say how are we closed above? So closed below the previous week candle. Yes, we closed below the opening price of the previous week candle. And then we have this fair value gap being left. It is unmitigated in the weekly time frame. And then what the price did in daily time frame, guys. Now, if you closely pay attention to this is the Monday candle, right? This is the Monday. What Monday did, we are bearish, right? We are bearish in a weekly time frame. But what the price did, guys, the Friday is closed above, right? Friday is closed above the Thursday candle. So at this time, we are bullish. And what the Monday did, it opened, went below, and tapping into the opening price, which is the order block, opening price of the model number 1 order block candle. And then now, what is our next keyword is this order block right here, right? This order block or the entire wick. You can, if the wick is bigger, then you can target the wick, right? And what the price did, hitting almost 50% of the wick of the daily candle, which is the order block, and then we have an SMT as well, right? So how we could frame this trade is simple, guys. Just go back to 1 hour time frame and mark the daily open. This is the daily open. I'm sorry for that. This is the daily open, right? It shows Sundays, but actually it is Monday. The time is in New York, guys. Okay, so for New York it's Sunday night, but it's Monday, the new day opening. What the price did when the Monday opens, Trump already said some news, right? So the market, that is negative for euro and positive for dollar. That's went below the previous candle. And then what we have, the liquidity pools, right? The pre-open liquidity pool of Monday. This is the liquidity pool before the Monday open, right? What the price did. Swept the liquidity pool right here. And then what we have here to support the price, we have this order block, right? Oh my god, that's fucking mess. It's such a mess when you turn the magnet. But yeah, look at this, guys. We swept the liquidity pool and tapped into the order block. And then now, what we have to do, we have to look, either turn your time frame to 15-minute or 5-minute. Okay, both are fine. But if you want to trade 5-minute, you have to wait for the CAST or market structure strip. Either is fine. Okay, but if you are trading the 15-minute candle, you just need the model candle, right? Both are the same literally, but the time frame is different, right? Now, what the price is, guys? This 15-minute tick down close candle swept the liquidity pool and tapping into the key level, which is 1 hour order block right here. And what the price did, we don't actually trade in the Asian session, right? This is 5 p.m. We don't trade. This is a pre-Asian session. We don't even trade it. This dump is not because of the market volatility. This dump is because of the Trump news on Sunday. So it opened and then went all the way down and cleared all the liquidity pool. Now we are good, right? But we don't trade. We don't want to trade in the Asian session or the pre-Asian session open, right? Now, what you have to do is, since we are a London session trader, I'm a London session trader, but so I'm telling this. If you want me to trade, how to trade in the Asian session, then probably I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let me mark out the 1 AM open. That's our time window. What I have to do for 1 AM is, since the price already printed the daily low, this low is now protected, guys, because this is the high that broke this low, and this is the low that break this high. Ching chong, right? Now this low is protected, right? And it all happened, right? So now this low is protected. This is the daily low, okay? We can anticipate this low as a daily low because this is the low, this is the high that broke this low, and this is the low that break this high. We are bullish, okay? Now, what we can do is, when the price and the 1 AM opens, we have to wait for the price to sweep the pre-open liquidity pool. What do we have here? We have this fucking pre-open liquidity pool right here before the 1 AM open, right? And what we have, the price to support it. We have, let me switch this to a few different time frame as well. A moment. All right. Now, if you closely pay attention to this is the 1 AM open. Price opens right here and then sets its low in the pre-open liquidity pool. What we have here, this order block, right? This order block, and then aligned with the Fowler gap, right? And to consider buy, the price must be in discount, right? So let's take a fib. The fuck, right? What happened? Everything aligned perfectly, right? The price is in discount. And what the price did, guys, the price came back to the discount and clears the pre-open liquidity pool, right? And tap the Fowler gap in the pre-discount. And then this candle closes back within the range of the previous candle that swept the low. And now what do we have here? As soon as we close here out, the model number 1, we are bullish, right? But for us, there is no entry. If you were looking at the 15-minute time frame in Monday, but what the price did is, the price gave the proper entry model in 5-minute time frame, right? This is our pre-open liquidity pool right here. And what the price did, guys, the price opened at 1 AM and then sets the low and the discount. And when the price comes in discount, from premium to discount, there is an opportunity for buy, right? And liquidity sweep, pre-open liquidity pool, and we have a key level, which is 15-minute order block, and then we have an FEG as well. And what we can do is, we can look for change in the state of delivery. This is our change in the state of delivery, right? CSD happens right here, this candle, and your entry is your entry is your entry is on the cyst, right? And now this low is protected. Why? Because this is the high that broke this low, and now this is the low that breaks this high, right? Now this low is protected, and what we can aim for is, we can literally target the opposing sides one by one, right? Let's target this first and then this, right? Beautifully hit. And to 2 RR trade, guys. Almost 2:8, 1:2.8, right? The trade closed in exactly in 8:10 a.m. That's fine, because that's a time for a new AUK. When the new AUK comes in, the price to either continue or reverse. Since we already expanded for the day, even in the Asian session, we expanded, and in London we expanded. So now we won't clearly confirm if the price will go up or down, right? We don't know. We have to see the rejections and then the HTF candles closures, right? Now, if you closely look at the candle number, 5M candle number, 5M candle, I'm sorry, 5M candle, what the price did, he manipulated the 1M range and closed back within range. And then candle number 3, expansion, TOL is pretty good, which is the 1M low, right? All right, this is what happened in Monday, right? I didn't take any buy entries. My bias was bearish, so I didn't frame any buy entries. I could trade this counter trend, but I only planned for sales, right? So I didn't take any entries. And then now, what I'm expecting is, since nowadays the markets are forming highs and lows in the Asian session, let me show you the GU chart as well in the side and right in the right side. Right now, since we have weekly SMT, SMT in the weekly highs and weekly highs. Now I'm expecting this shit to happen. Okay. Now, all right. What do you have here, guys? We closed below the previous candle. Obviously, bearish prices. The price beautifully printed a bearish candle. And what do you see here? The price left an unmitigated fair value gap aligned with an order block, right? So now I'm expecting the price to go up to this fair value gap, right? And then did we close below the candle number 1 to confirm our bias? This is our major candle. Yes, we closed below the candle number 1, which is a thick up close candle, that this one, the order block that confirmed, right? Now what I'm expecting is, if you closely pay attention to the GBP/USD, what we have here, we have a fair value gap as well in the GBP/USD, right? I'm expecting this to happen, but I'm not sure if this happened because I'm not trading this, right? I only trade the London session. I only tape read the London session price action, but not the pre-open Asian session or the Asian session price action, right? I only use them for my narrative, to build my narrative. I use Asian session and pre-Asian session open price actions for my building my narrative, but I don't trade it then. So now what I'm anticipating is, the price will either the GU or EU will must come and sweep the previous day high. The previous 4 hour candle high, right? This is the 4 hour gap high, and then what we have here, we have the same as well. This is the candle high. Apart from the 4 hour gap, that's in candle range. That's a range high, right? Range. It's a range, right? And then above that, we have this fucking 4 hour gap lift that is being unmitigated right now. Now, what I'm expecting is, when the price comes into the fair value gap, I want to, if both the pairs hits the fair value gap and clearing a liquidity pool, that's fine. That's totally fine. But what I'm expecting is, if both pair sweeps are getting into the fair value gap, I'm fine. But what I'm expecting is this to happen. All right, let's draw the time interval of each 4 hour candle. This is the 5 p.m. open. Sorry, this one, the one after. And then this candle is the 9 p.m. candle open, right? The 9 p.m., the very 159, right? This is 1 p.m. range. This is 5 p.m. range, and then it's 9 p.m. range. Let me mark the 1 a.m. as well, right? All right, guys, now this is the 5 p.m. range, right? For the 5 p.m. range starts here, and then the interval closes here, and then 9 p.m. opens right here, and then ends right here. 9 p.m. ends right here. So what I'm anticipating is, I'm expecting the price to come up to soup either this high. Okay, watch me closely. Either this high, and then model number 1, and then entry. When London opens, I'm expecting some sort of continuation. Okay, not reversal. All right, this is what I'm expecting today. Since the current market prints highs and lows of the daily candle in Asia, I'm expecting this continuation in London. Okay, and then another plan is if the price comes up and then it creates a high and then gives a fake market shift or change in the state of delivery and sweep it again and closing back below the low that took the high, we are bearish. Or as soon as we are close to below the low that took the high, we are bearish, right? Now, what I'm anticipating is, and when I'm opens, I want the price to go lower first and then creates another swing high and then total swoop it or SMT and then rally. My target is weekly FUG, guys. All right, at least the previous day. Sorry, not yeah. At least the previous day low, Monday low. Okay, this is my plan for the day. All right. So I'm not going to trade anymore. Trade in the Asian session or pre-open session. This is just my anticipation for the upcoming sessions of the price action. Okay. I hope this video found insightful. This may happen or this may not happen. That's not a deal. We are just reading the price and we are just reading our anticipation, just giving my piece of advice to you to how I frame the trade, right? So this, if you found this video as an insightful, please go back. Please feel free to subscribe and like my videos and comment your thoughts in the comment section, guys. I hope you found this video insightful. Thank you so much again for watching the video until the end. Until then, bye.